Manhattan for an update on the sex trafficking and racketeering trial for Sean Diddy Combs. This week, the jury has been hearing testimony from a woman using the pseudonym Jane, who is a single mother and content creator, and she dated the music mogul from 2021 to 2024. Today is her fifth day on the stand testifying, and it is her second day of cross-examination. Joining me now live from New York with the latest from today's testimony is Court TV senior producer Emanuela Grinberg. Emanuela, always great to have you on there live in New York. If you would please tell us all the latest from her testimony today.
Hi, Judge Ashley. Yes, you said it. Day two of cross for Jane, and the defense is continuing its efforts to try and show that not only was Jane a willing participant in these hotel nights, these nights of sex with other men in which Sean Combs watched and pleasured himself, but also that Sean Combs was responsive to her concerns and her pushback and, her desire for a relationship that was more out in the open, that was public, and that he wasn't just stringing her along with promises of quality time, and that he was really, there was more give and take in this relationship. We've heard about nights when they stayed together and they didn't have hotel nights. We heard about periods, long stretches when they wouldn't have hotel nights at all. We heard about one time when she pushed back and said, "I'm not really feeling it tonight," and he said, "All good." And so that ended with them watching videos from old hotel nights. And then we also heard about a time where she pulled what she called the hotel night card. Another partner of Sean's, another lover of his, was with him in the Caribbean, vacationing, having the trip that she always wanted with him. She contacted him, said, "Get your ass back here, or there'll be no more or we're not having another party." He came back, and that resulted in a Valentine's Day hotel night that she coordinated, inviting two entertainers, as they were called, as she called them, and with a lavish spread that was all set up by her. So hearing more just about the, push and pull and the tension in this relationship, and really, just the extent to which it may or may not have been consensual for Jane.
Consent or not, that's the issue the jury will have to decide. Now, tell us, what are we watching for next, Emanuela?
Great question. We're waiting to see. Well, we just heard before the break that Tenny Garagos, defense lawyer, intends to wrap up her cross today. We know that Jane has an international trip tomorrow that they have been trying to free her of. Finish this testimony in time for. So should be done with her by tomorrow. And then we're waiting to see if the government is actually going to rest their case by the end of the week, like they earlier said they would. We know that the defense has filed some proposed jury instructions. We know it's never too early to start thinking about jury instructions, is what the judges always say. But we know that they have filed their proposed jury instructions, and that they were starting to plan ahead for the defense case. But before that happens, will the government call anyone else? Will they call any of these alleged co-conspirators? Will they call any more of these escorts? Will they call there's like a couple of celebrity names that were tossed about in the beginning that haven't showed up aside from Kid Cudi, maybe Michael B. Jordan. I don't really think there's much of a place for him at this point, but just waiting to see how far we are in the state's case, and if there's really anything left.
All right, Emanuela Grinberg, thank you so much as always for your excellent reporting there live in the field.